My name is Rob Kay, and I was the lead designer on Rock Band, and I'm the design director at Harmonix.
He's our director of design at Harmonix, so he actually was the lead designer on this game. He's awesome. It's very good that we have him here.
So the game was in development for 2 years, but the idea for the game has been brewing for almost 10 years.
Rob's going to show you the drums. Now the drum controller is a little different. It's sort of similar to what you might see on an electronic drum set. It has 4 practice-style circular pads, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they correspond to different parts of the drum set. And there's also a foot pedal that Rob is holding up for God knows what reason in the air, and that corresponds to what you play your kick pedal with, the bass drum of a drum set. So Rob's going to sign in right now and pick a song while I talk a little about the drums. We've had a lot of good experience with the drums in that we found that people can learn to play the drums by playing our drums in the game, whereas the guitar, it's sort of a simulation, good hand-eye coordination, you get used to sort of 2 hands at once.
We have a wireless guitar that's going to be on sale, you know, in France as well, and it works great.
All right.
It's fine. I mean, you know, when you're making games, you know, you go through lots of iterations and making things better. And the version that we've got that we're going to release in France is fantastic. We were just playing down there with it before. This game's all about being in a rock band, and it lets you choose your role. So you could choose to be a drummer, or you could choose to be a guitarist, or a bassist, or a singer, and you can play with your friends together, cooperatively. So anything from 1, 2, 3, or 4 players, and you can tour the world with your fake band. That's kind of the unique thing about Rock Band. So we have, for the French release of the game, we have 67 songs in total because we've added some new ones. And it's a combination of having classic rock and roll songs from all the way from the 50s through to modern day, every decade of rock. And we try to cover every subgenre of rock and roll as well. So that's most of the songs. And then we have like a few kind of secret bonus songs. And because a lot of the people who make the game at Harmonix are musicians, both we have lots of bands internally, and they get their songs into the game. And then we also have friends of bands at Harmonix who get their songs into the game as well. So it's a fun way of making it personal for us. It's something that we put a lot of our heartfelt effort into the games, and we kind of merge that with like the classic rock as well.
Okay.
Rockers who exist, we want you to make your own rocker. You can pick your hometown, which is where you start your tour. So Attitude, which is what I'm on right now, Attitude actually is how your character moves in the game. So we have 4 attitudes, and based on that, your animation will be different. So if you're rock, she'll be kind of, she'll be like happy and excited. If you're punk, she'll be a little angry, kind of in your face. If you're metal, she's sort of a little crazy and intense. And my favorite, if you're gothic, you're very dramatic and mysterious. We have a lot of faces in the game, so you can pick your face to what's closest to what you think you look like, or what you want your rocker to look like. From there, the skin colors, we have all the skin colors you might kind of want to customize to make your rocker different races. And then the hair, which is one of my favorite things. There's some very standard ones, there's some pretty games. So we have 4 attitudes, and based on that, you'll
the promise of the game is to bring groups of people together and give them this fantastic group experience. And so as a designer, I wanted to make sure that we had gameplay mechanics within the game that made you feel like you were working together. And it was awesome to work with our team back at Harmonix to come up with lots of ideas that we tried out. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, and we came up with one that worked really well, where if one of the band members is doing badly and they fail out, the other people in the band can save them by putting a big kind of showmanship move to the crowd. And we felt that was a really good way of like delivering the group experience.
Come on and get your kicks now. You don't need the money when you're ready.